Concealed aboard Clarus's consortium cart, Serenoa and his retinue slip out of the Wolffort domain past Exham's forces and make for the Hyzantean capital. As soon as they arrive, they review the particulars of their plan to lead the Roselle in revolt.
Scouts are reporting the Hyzantean army has crossed into the Wolffort domain. The force is commanded by Minister Exham, and is many times larger than what they used when we marched on the Crown City.
Enough to destroy Castle Wolffort, and then some. They ain't aiming just to scare us.
A foe even Benedict would be hard-pressed to prevail against.
Have faith, Anna. Benedict will protect our people as he always has.
I know.
That said, we cannot defend the domain itself. Our land and our castle will doubtless fall to Exham's forces.
Then we must act as if we have no home to return to.
We cannot waver in our resolve.
No, the time for doubts is long past. Listen well. After we have freed the Roselle from the source, we will set our sights on their homeland in the south, on Centralia. We will find the Endless Sea and create a land free of suffering. A far-fetched dream if ever there was one, I know. I will not blame any of you if you do not wish to come.
A bit late for second thoughts now.
Aye, we're with you, my lord. Wherever you will lead us.
Then it's decided. We have much to discuss about our rescue plan. Clarus, if you would.
The wagon will have to pass through an inspection at the goddess's shield before entering the city. I can throw my consortium weight around to see you safely through the inspection, but that's about all I'm good for.
That's more than enough. Thank you.
Then let's muscle our way into the source. The guards won't expect an attack from the outside.
Getting in is not what worries me.
Indeed. The biggest obstacle we face is getting the Roselle to follow us out. They've been treated as criminals under the teachings for so long, they've come to believe they are guilty. They might be too terrified of disobeying the goddess to even agree to rise up.
My mother led them in revolt 30 years ago.
True, but only a small handful of people escaped.
I know. Freeing all of them means we must be even bolder than my mother.
Have you thought of how you'll convince them?
I have. I will smash the statue of the goddess to pieces. If they see her idol destroyed, the fear shackled about their hearts will break. Without terror to hold them back, the uprising of 30 years ago will look tiny in comparison.
But that statue is massive. How are you gonna reduce it to rubble?
I'm going to blow it up.
Yes, if we use all the explosives we have, it will come crumbling down. But then we'd have none to destroy the ships that pursue us.
Exactly. That's why I think we ought to use Elfric on the ships instead.
Elfric? It is more powerful than the explosives.
And perfect for blowing up ships.
There must be some stored at the Ministry of Medicine, considering Minister Lila's involvement in its creation.
Then what are we waiting for? If Lady Frederica's plan is going to succeed, we better go track some down.
All right, we have our plan.
My friends. Thank you.
I'll handle the guards. Don't move a muscle, any of you. Don't even breathe. Hail! I am Clarus of the Consortium. I bring goods for trade in the city, if you'll give me leave to pass.
Clarus! Consortium's working you hard.
In these dangerous times, 'tis a privilege to be in such good employ. But you worked even harder than I. Here, a small token of my appreciation.
You always have been a thoughtful man. Go on, then.
Wait! We cannot allow unscheduled goods into the city without inspection.
Fine. Guess there's no such thing as being too careful.
You needn't worry. Minister Camsel of the Saintly Seven sent for these goods himself.
He did?
Oh, yes. Look closely, and you'll see.
What have you done? Ah! You snake! I must call for reinforcements!
Clarus, are you all right?
My apologies. Luckily, mine was the only face they saw. I will draw off the reinforcements while you make for the Ministry of Medicine. Quickly now. And do not forget to retrieve the explosives you buried in my cargo.
I'm sorry we've put you to such trouble. And we'll likely have to blow up Consortium ships on top of everything else.
Cause as much trouble as you wish. I know you'll repay me for it once this is all over.
Hurry. The majority of their forces may be absent, but we're finished if a guard catches sight of us.
To the Ministry of Medicine with us.
Look how far I've come.
Good grief. Just what do you hope to gain by hassling a little old lady like me?
Your food. Now hand it over, all of it, or we'll split your throat.
You are Roselle, are you not? Like those at the source in Hyzanthe 30 years ago.
What are you talking about, you old hag?
Your people fled from oppression, yet still you struggle to find peace. Isn't that so?
Shut your mouth, you hag. Just put the food down and be gone.
So I was right. I will say no more, so you had best be on your way now.
We're the ones giving orders here. Besides, we've got no choice.
So you are blind to the strength of the opponent that stands before you. That is unfortunate.
You're no ordinary old lady. Forgive us. We've had nothing to eat for days. We promise we won't do this again. Please, just spare us our lives.
Your eyes do not lie. Very well. Move along.
Thank you.
Good grief. To think that after fleeing Hyzanthe, some of those poor Roselle had to resort to thievery. This is not the world I wished for, but perhaps there is still something I can do.
Pardon the intrusion, my lord.
What is it?
An elderly woman has come seeking an audience with you.
A rare guest. Very well. Show her in.
Yes, sir.
I would hear your name.
You may call me Groma.
The same name as the legendary Aesfrosti general from the Salt Iron War. You're the one they called Iron Fist, yes?
I have long since abandoned that name. After the war, I wandered the land, hoping to find a new purpose. Yet it would seem that I am destined to be drawn into bloody conflict until the end of my days. But there may still be something this old crone can do.
Why do you come to me?
Why do you ask? Can you not trust a former general of Aesfrost?
Perish the thought. My own betrothed hails from your land.
Indeed she does. And of Rosellan birth, no less, if I have heard true.
Only a fool judges a person by their origins. I would know what is in your heart.
Ha! You are just as the rumors say. My heart, indeed. I have seen enough suffering to last lifetimes. All I wish now is to see it end.
Then we share a common goal. Let us fight for it as one.
With pleasure. I think you'll find there's life in these old bones yet.
My shop! Someone stop this madness!
Carry on screaming and sniveling! This land is ours now, and we'll do as we please!
You monsters!
Ha! Try me! I'll cut you down where you stand! And just what do you think you're doing?
You disgust me. Be gone from this place.
So, you've chosen death then?
Hold! Does my eyes deceive me? Is that not Sir Flanagan?
And what if I am?
'Tis him! The bloody shield in the flesh!
Former Black Iron Captain! Damn it all! Run for your life, you fool!
How far they have fallen. They confuse might for morality, and sully the duchy's good name.
Hail, soldier! I cannot thank you enough for coming to my aid.
'Tis instinct. I cannot abide such cruelty. Though I no longer call myself a soldier, it is the only station my skills afford me. My lord, a man calling himself Flanagan requests an audience. Will you grant it?
Flanagan? The name sounds familiar somehow.
Ah, he fought in the tourney, didn't he? The one they call the Bloody Shield.
The Aesfrosti soldier. What brings him to me? Anyhow, send him in.
My lord.
Been a few moons, Bloody Shield.
And many more since I answered to that name.
Then what brings an Aesfrosti to us this day?
Words cannot bring back your countrymen, but I give them to you anyway. I condemn the duchy's actions with every fiber of my being. Deeply ashamed am I of our Archduke's willingness to shed the blood of innocents. Meager though they may be, you have my sympathies.
So, you came all this way just to apologize? You're a strange one, all right.
I am well aware that words alone mean little. And that is why I offer my service, that my words might ring true.
Why House Wolffort? There are far greater armies that would give anything to have a warrior like you in their ranks.
I have no interest in further bolstering the might of Aesfrost or Hyzanthe. They trample the weak with no remorse. I will stand for it no longer.
And you think you can stand here and call us weak? You little...
You intrigue me, Sir Flanagan. But what of your title? Is your shield truly stained with blood?
Tis a name given to me by men, nothing more.
You can trust he'll hold his own in battle if you take him in. One look is enough to tell you that.
A boon to our cause, then. Provided we ourselves do not become the very thing you despise. House Wolffort welcomes you, Sir Flanagan.
The feeling of intrigue is mutual. I am at your service.
You're two peas in a pod, aren't you?
Unsurprising to find researchers here.
Hyzanthe still doesn't know we're moving against them. They shouldn't think us suspicious as long as we walk at a calm pace.
We can't go that slowly. Minister Kamzil is in charge of the guards, and he's no pushover. The longer we take, the more we'll lose our freedom of movement.
Claris is clever, but he could still get captured.
Then we'd best split up.
Indeed. We must find the Aelfric, and quickly.
Lord Serenoa, look at this book.
What is it?
Did you find it?
No, only a book.
The Aelfric method in practice. Does this detail how it is made?
Seems that way. It's littered with arcane terms I can scarcely comprehend. But if I'm grasping this correctly, the main component of Aelfric is human remains. It says here, having harvested the corpses of Roselle who perished at the source.
Harvesting corpses? For what foul purpose?
We did not intend for Aelfric to be weaponized. Our original goal was to harness its immense magical capabilities to power the automaton.
Automaton? What manner of contraption is that?
I do not know, but I doubt it is anything kind or good.
I thought the Ministry of Medicine was supposed to, figure out how to save lives, not how to profit off death.
We've glimpsed the rot at Hyzanthe's core.
Minister Serenoa, what are you doing here?
May I live up to that name.
I have lived to fight another day.
Minister Lila, did you use Rosellan remains to create Aelfric?
I advise taking more care with your words, Minister Serenoa. You are one of the Saintly Seven. You have a responsibility to protect Hyzanthe's secrets.
Then it is true.
You steal their freedom, their very lives. And you dare to call what you do healing?
Everything I have done was as the goddess willed. I call myself nothing but her loyal servant. All of us are hers to command.
No, not all of us.
House Wolffort means to free the Roselle from the goddess's tyranny.
Do you now?
As one committed to the preservation of life, you know salt should not be a luxury for the privileged few. Is that not what you told me? Help us. If not for the Roselle, then to change Hyzanthe for the better.
Change Hyzanthe? How wonderful that would be.
Then...
No, I cannot help you. The Holy One would have my head for turning traitor.
Besides, my hands are far too bloody to ever be washed clean.
Consider it done.
Thank you for
My shield is impregnable.
Shall we? Please, leave everything to me.
These heretics spit in the face of the goddess. They deserve nothing better than utter annihilation.
Minister Lila, how can you pretend the teachings are righteous when you know the truth?
There is no turning back for me. I am Lila Viscraft, one of Hyzanthe's saintly 7. In the name of the...
From where shall we strike?
How gracious.
Your orders?
Suffer.
This'll hurt.
My turn.
It ends here! I shirk from no danger!
Shall we dance? Weaken to my wiles. Ever more lovely. Allow me. Ah! So an old dog can learn new tricks. Too obvious. You are so naive.
So it's come to blows. You will pay for sin. Heretics cannot be suffered to live.
How cute.
Ow!
I see right through you.
This battle is ours. Lend me your wings, Flugy! How cute.
Feisty, aren't we? Gotta take it on the chin.
This is...
Now then. You're not getting away.
So this is my fate.
Impressed?
I'll show you what I can do.
Let me heal your wounds. Make the most of this.
You're kind to me.
I'll take you on! Push on through!
I will end this. With the powers in me.
Now then, to work.
Come on!
Are you in need? Give me strength.
Very well. I must put an end to this bloodshed.
How soothing.
Defeat is not an option. Now I end this.
No!
That hit the mark.
You're open. I feel stronger already.
Oh, goddess. I wished to see him just once more.
I won't lose! Take that! I will go through if I must!
Choices.
Dance, poison!
Allow me. You will not strike me. There is life in these old bones yet.
Ouch!
Allow me.
Got my sights all set.
This battle is ours.
Lend me your wings, Floogie! My pride is my shield. Come on, then.
How about this?
Here I come! Don't be afraid!
Let me heal your wounds.
I will end this. Flames, heed my call!
Minister Lila had the key to the laboratory. We found the Elfric within.
Then we can destroy both the statue of the goddess and the ships that'd give chase.
My people suffered so this Elfric could be created. For their sake, we cannot fail.
We shan't. I think even Minister Lila, in her heart of hearts, had prayed for our success.
So she understood the injustice of it all and sought to aid us. What makes you think that?
I imagine circumstances prevented her from acts of outright defiance.
Perhaps the Saintly Seven are not so free to act according to their own principles. If that's the case, then the so-called equality under the goddess that Hyzanthe loves to espouse is nothing but hypocrisy.
Indeed. There is nothing righteous about a faith that preaches appropriating a person's very death. Let us to the source. The goddess's oppression has gone on long enough.
They haven't added more soldiers to the ramparts, meaning they haven't noticed us yet.
Claris has him nice and distracted for us. But I don't think we can stay hidden for this next bit.
No, the source is heavily guarded inside. Sneaking in to quietly foment rebellion is not an option. We must defeat the guards and convince the Roselle to rise up in a very short amount of time.
Before reinforcements arrive to put us down. Frederica, everything rests on your ability to sway them to our side.
My lady, you're quivering.
I know what I will say, what I will do. Whether I will succeed, however, I do not know. And not knowing frightens me. I hate that I'm such a coward, when my mother was so brave.
There isn't a person in the world who doesn't fear the future. Not your mother, not the Rosellan, not I. Being brave isn't about being fearless. It's about acting regardless of how terrified you are. We are here because we refuse to let fear rule us. Remember, Frederica, you are not alone. We will see this through together.
I needed to hear that, Sheila. Mother, please guide us. Guide me. Serenoa, I am ready. I can do this.
I know you can. Come then. The source awaits.
After defeating Lila and securing the Elfric, Serenoa and his retinue make for the source to free the Roselle. Meanwhile, Hyzanthian forces commanded by Exham arrive at Castle Wolffort's doorstep, intent on claiming the salt crystal deposits for themselves. Refusing to hand over the salt, House Wolffort has barricaded themselves inside with hundreds of soldiers. Their outright defiance makes Exham cautious, suspecting some sort of trap. He opts to surround the castle and prepares for an extended siege. But the Wolffort soldiers don't move an inch. Patience worn thin, Exham orders an attack. His soldiers swarm into the castle.
There's no one here.
What is the meaning of this?
Our scouts didn't see enemy soldiers. Only straw dolls.
Minister Exham, the castle is empty.
They must have abandoned the castle, told their people to flee. Damn. They twisted our vigilance against us to buy themselves time.
But where have they gone to?
I cannot say. What are you scheming, Wolffort? Well, seize the castle in any case. This domain belongs to Hyzanthe now.
Sir.
After routing Exham with his strange strategy, and seeing Wolffort's people safely to Glenbrook's crown city, Benedict disappears. His actions draw Hyzanthe's full attention entirely to the Wolffort domain, making it easy for Serenoa and his retinue to slip into the source. But whether they can convince the Roselle to rebel depends entirely on Frederica. Which way the winds of fate will blow is anyone's guess.
Halt! What are you... Ah!
Goddess, what have you done? Who are you?
My name is Frederica Aesfrost, daughter of Orlea, the woman who led the Source Rebellion 30 years ago. With me is Lord Serenoa of House Wolffort, my husband. We have come to liberate you, but we cannot do it without your help. We need you to take a stand and fight by our side.
Husband? It's true then, what they say? That you accepted a Rosellan as one of your own?
Yes, Frederica is my wife. House Wolffort pledges itself to the Roselle's defense. Let us leave this wretched place far behind us.
Leave Hyzanthe? No. We'd only be throwing ourselves upon the soldiers' swords.
Our ancestors stained us with sin the moment they tried to hoard salt for themselves. The goddess will never absolve us unless we dedicate our lives serving her here. Don't keep us from our atonement.
It's not like there's anywhere for us to go, even if we fled.
There is. My mother told me of the Rosellan homeland. A place far, far to the south, surrounded by a vast expanse of salt water. Centralia. Everything's already in place for your escape. All that we need to succeed is for you to trust us.
Centralia? A vast expanse of salt water.
It's just a myth. You can't expect us to believe it's real.
I knew Lady Orlea. You do bear her likeness. She, too, insisted the Holy State's teachings were a lie, that we must break the chains the false goddess bound us with, and seek Centralia. Those words sparked rebellion. But only a handful of us managed to escape in the end. Took a bit of the goddess's stature with them. That's all.
I was a child at the time, so I don't remember it that well. Still, I doubt you lot will accomplish much more than she did.
I understand your hesitation, but nothing will change if we do not take a stand. Do you really want our people to be trapped here forever?
Of course not, but
We fear what Hyzanthe will do to us.
No one can defy the goddess. That's what they have always taught us.
I understand. It isn't easy to act against generations of oppression and terror.
Then we destroy the very thing that represents all they fear. The statue of the goddess. Show them she can be defeated.
Best do it soon. I doubt we have much time until Hyzanthe realizes we're here.
None of you move.
Working hard again today, I see. How fares the research?
It progresses, and shall continue to do so, provided you remain out of my way.
Never one to mince words, are you? What is it you're researching exactly?
Your questioning remains distressingly inefficient. As I explained just yesterday, I'm exploring something truly groundbreaking.
And I'm asking you precisely how and why it's groundbreaking.
That would entail a thorough explanation of surface melting on ice crystals, one even you could understand. From there, I would have to explain how the quasi-liquid film on said crystal can then be thermodynamically stabilized.
All right, you win. I'm sorry I asked. But I can tell by your attitude all this work isn't good for you. You should join me for a swig of wine.
I'd rather not.
And why not?
Research has shown that wine inhibits the brain's higher functions.
Fewer words, more wine. A glass might shake a brilliant new idea out of that massive head of yours.
But my precious research! All I desire is to carry out my research without interruption. Are you listening, Eridor? My research on my terms. Why can they not grant me this one thing?
Yeah, well...
This cannot stand, Eridor. You hold me out here, yet you haven't so much as haven't touched your glass.
Oh, so you're an angry drunkard, are you? Lovely.
Me? A drunkard? Balderdash. It's the damn ministry. All their restrictions and secrecy. How are we to move forward if we can't share our techniques? Wrong?
You're damned right. As always, of course, about everything.
Sin on all that knowledge and skills it's not good. Worse than me locking myself up here.
Glorious silence. Thought the poor fool would never show up. Right then, off to bed with you.
Oh, just look how you've grown. To think you'd produce such a bounty. And you've flourished as well. I'm so proud of you, my lovelies.
Quite the passionate one, aren't you?
Don't sneak up behind people like that. Hasn't anyone told you it's rude?
Apologies. I was just curious. What are you doing here?
If you must know, I'm harvesting herbs. I thought I might make them into medicine for the injured.
That would be helpful. Lord Serenoa will be pleased as well.
And I am oh so happy to please. I am quite taken with powerful people. People like Lord Serenoa. You'll tell him I'm doing my best to be useful to him, won't you?
Wait. That plant. It induces paralysis, does it not?
Quite knowledgeable you are. Did you know it can also be used for pain relief?
This same plant can be both a poison and a medicine?
Yes, depending on how it's used. And yet, people still try to force plants into one category or another. Good and therefore valuable, or bad and therefore detested. Foolish, don't you think? These little ones are neither good nor bad. They just are.
You treat them as if they were your children.
Perhaps it seems strange to care for a plant, which is no more than a tool for making medicines or poisons, but...
Minister Idor, about that experiment. I think we are on the verge of discovering how to better stabilize the subject.
Wait. We are not alone. Show yourself! Milo, why do you eavesdrop on us?
Don't be upset. As your spy, I thought it behooved me to keep abreast of important information.
Unnecessary. You need only do as I instruct.
But that would make me no better than a tool.
Does that displease you? Worry not. I take good care of my tools, so long as they serve me well. But should they act out of line, they will be disposed of.
Even tools have feelings.
What was that?
Nothing you need concern yourself with. Anyway, I'm certain my herbs will benefit House Wolffort. Please pass on my warmest regards to Lord Serenoa.
Master Archibald, is there something on your mind?
Goddess be good. I must be getting on in years for you to be able to sneak up on me like that.
What troubles you?
I was only reminiscing. Indeed, days like these tend to blow my mind back a couple of decades or more.
Reminiscing about what?
The Salt Iron War. Hard to believe it's been 30 whole years. Some days I almost forget my time as one of the Saintly Seven. I defended the Citadel of Sand through the conflict. I was there when Aesfrost attacked. A number of Rosellan prisoners who tried to escape the Source were there too, including Our Lady Frederica's dear mother.
What's this?
She stayed behind all by herself to help the countless numbers of her fellow Roselle flee. That's how she was captured. But I knew we couldn't hold the Citadel. So I helped her and her friends escape in secret before the enemy attacked. The wind blew just as hard that night as it's blowing now. I'll never forget watching the Roselle, caked all over in mud as they slipped away into the dark.
So you didn't want innocents to get caught up in the coming battle?
It never settled right with me. The way the goddess's teachings permitted abuse of the Roselle for the supposed sins of their past. A person's life isn't worth more or less just because of the conditions of their birth. More than anything, I was moved by the selfless acts of Lady Frederica's mother. She reminded me of what I had once aspired to be. She was able to do what I never could. Risk her life to save her friends. I couldn't let someone like that die. Not on my watch. It wasn't long until the other Saintly Seven discovered what I'd done. They branded me a traitor, stripped me of my title, and sentenced me to death. Of course, I slipped out of their clutches before they could have my head. I wandered for a while before taking up life as a merchant under the King of Glenbrook's patronage.
I never knew you and Lady Frederica's mother shared such a past.
Well, it is in the past. Anyway, let us return. This cold night wind is making my old bones ache something fierce.
That should do it. You should be able to use that arm just fine in no time.
Many thanks, lad. You truly are a talented one. My apologies for treating you like an intruder the other day.
Think nothing of it, my good man. If you need anything else, I'm more than happy to help.
Your magic never ceases to amaze. Did you learn everything from your grandfather?
You bet I did. The Archmage Grandante taught me everything I know.
Grandante. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Narv.
Ask away.
I was in Hyzanthe for a short time, studying at the Ministry. No doubt you know it's considered the greatest authority in this world when it comes to matters arcane. Their library contains everything from records of magically enhanced soldiers to technical tomes and much, much more. Their chronicles on the history of magic, too, were the most comprehensive in our realm. And yet, I do not recall seeing even a single mention of a mage named Grandante. One would think the achievements of such a powerful sorcerer would be recorded somewhere. Why are they not?
Those awful Hyzantians. Truly, they have no shame.
Narv?
The chronicles you speak of? In truth, they were written by my grandfather's own hand.
What? But then why is he not credited by name?
He refused to do the research the former Hierophant ordered of him, and was branded a heretic and unbeliever. They erased his name and achievements from the records, and made it like he never existed at all. He was then banished from the city and died in exile, his name all but forgotten. It's all their fault no one knows of the Archmage Grandante.
I had no idea.
These robes I wear were once his. They're the only remaining proof that he once walked this realm.
So you carry his memory with you everywhere you go.
I promised myself I would make the Archmage Grandante's name known around the world. So I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked before, until all in the realm know his story. And in the process, I'll become the greatest mage this world has ever seen.
That's the spirit.
Thanks, Gila. Just you watch, Grandfather. I'm going to make you proud.
Countless guards killed at the gate, and Minister Lila struck down at her own institution. All your doing, I presume, Minister Serenoa.
I do not deny it.
And now, here you are in the source. Any fool could see what you mean to do.
Yes. We are here to free the Roselle.
You're a reasonable man, Minister Camsell. You must know there is no reason to enslave these people. Pray let us go in peace.
The goddess herself decreed the Roselle must serve here. It is all part of her plan.
Then her plan is wrong.
The goddess can never be wrong. What is wrong is those who would defy her. It is my duty to see blasphemers brought to justice, not to turn the other cheek while they slink away unpunished. You will pay for your grievous sins, Serenoa Wolffort, with your life.
I'll do my best.
Excellent.
At once!
Thank you for relying on this old maid.
I'll do my best.
Understood. I'm on my way!
Understood.
The goddess weeps, Minister Serenoa, for you and yours have strayed from her righteous path. If you insist upon defying her, then you must pay for your sins with your life.
There's no going back now. We either help the Roselle to freedom, or die trying.
Minister Camsell will fall, and the statue of the goddess soon after.
Forward!
Oh, how lovely.
My turn.
I won't lose!
Let's play. Think you can catch me? Behave.
Allow me.
There are always consequences.
to take flight. Lend me your wings, Flugy!
Now it's my turn.
Gotta take it on the chin.
Now this is something. Now then. I saw that.
Strike while the iron's hot.
I see right
Ready
through
or
you.
not, here I come!
The heretics! Come at me! Push on through!
I'll show you what I can do.
I'll give it my best. Here's a little something special for you.
Shall we begin? Victory goes to the quick. This is...
I will end this.
Where was I?
My time has come.
Very well.
I must put an end to this bloodshed.
Forward!
Shall we?
I will end this. Suffer. I will leave you defenseless.
I won't lose!
Shall I? For these old bones, I mustn't give up hope. You are so naive. Hey!
Now what to do?
Behave.
Strike while the iron's hot.
This is far from over. I shall do my best.
Looks like I'm up.
Got my sights all set.
Here I come. Lend me your wings, Flugy!
Feisty, aren't we? Gotta take it on the chin.
I feel as light as a feather.
Here I come! The fruits of my studies!
Shall we?
Ready or not, here I come!
Allow me. To ashes. We will make our ideals reality.
Now then, to work.
I stand ready. None may pass! I shall reach greater heights! Defeat is not an option. Now I end this. That hit the mark. You won't beat me! You'll have to get through me!
I see right
Let
through
me
you.
heal your wounds.
I must remain calm. Here's a little something special for you!
Those who oppose the heavens shall fall! What is this?
I will end this.
I dodged?
Charge! Did you see that?
Allow me.
Now what to do? Think you can catch me?
The Roselle toil here to atone for their ancestral sins. As they... I shall hold nothing back! No! Ah! King Roland! Ah, I see. So Glenbrook plots to wrest the Roselle from us.
This was Serenoa and Frederica's decision, not mine.
Then why are you here?
Because my own proposal was deemed unworthy.
And what does that mean for Glenbrook?
Glenbrook no longer has need of royalty to thrive. Even if that weren't the case, I am not fit to rule by any stretch of the imagination. I am Serenoa's spear. I keep his path clear of those who would obstruct him. Strike while the iron's hot. I will do what I can. Splendid!
Allow me.
I saw that.
I expected no easy fight with you.
I'll do my best!
Time to take flight. Lend me your wings, Flugy!
God! Oh, Goddess! Is it your will that I die?
Now it's my turn. Gotta take it on the chin.
I can do it!
My turn.
Here I come!
Shall we begin?
Forward!
Let me show you what I've learned.
Where was I?
I stand ready.
None may pass!
My work bears fruit.
I've been waiting for this!
Now then.
victory! Yeah!
They defeated one of the Saintly Seven.
They did all that to free us? Can we really leave?
No one's going anywhere! You defy the goddess, you die!
Ah!
Not while I still stand. Ah!
Frederica! Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's only a scratch. But we have to plant the explosives on the statue while we still can.
Leave it to us.
Lady Frederica, why are you doing all this for us?
Because you do not deserve to be treated like this.
But our people are sinners. We coveted salt, and in doing so plunged Norzelia into an age of blood and chaos.
No, that is a lie, concocted by the goddess's teachings. My mother left me records of the truth. Our ancestors came to Norzelia to stop the ceaseless wars to control the source, to save its people. They excavated a giant pillar of salt from beneath the very earth, with the intention of dividing it equally among all. They were wise, and compassionate, and selfless.
Then, we have nothing to atone for? Truly?
Nothing. You are free of sin. You are free.
Your mother, Lady Ornea, kept our people's history. If you say this thing is true, then it is true. But it is also true that Hyzanthe would never allow us to be free.
We know. That's why we want to take you somewhere else. Somewhere Hyzanthe holds no power. Your people's homeland, Centralia. Together, I'm certain we will reach it.
The explosives are set!
There is nothing left to fear, and I shall prove it to you.
The statue!
You blew her up!
Oh, Lady Ornea, your dream has finally come true.
Look. The goddess that ruled you is nothing but a pile of rubble. And even if the goddess did exist, she would never force people to live like this. Everyone has the right to choose their own path based on their own convictions. That is what it means to be alive, to be human.
To be human.
Rise up. Come with us to Centralia.
I'm going. I'm going with Lady Frederica.
As am I. What is there left to fear?
You're right. If there's somewhere we belong out there, somewhere we can be free, we have to find it.
To our homeland!
To Centralia! Everyone make for the harbor! We'll sail down the river and then... all the way south.
How did you fare at the harbor, Eredor?
Just fine, my lord. Got the Roselle safely boarded on our commandeered vessel, and set Aelfric upon the rest of the ships.
Perfect.
You did a fine job rallying the Roselle, Lady Frederica. Well done.
We aren't done quite yet. Not until we are all safe upon Centralia's shore.
True, but we've overcome a major hurdle. That is something to be proud of. I'm sure Lady Orlea would say the same.
Thank you, Gila.
Your words touched me too, Frederica. Truly. I am proud to fight for the Roselle's freedom and for their future.
I could not have done this without you. Thank you.
You needn't thank me. What sort of husband would I be if I did not do everything in my power to aid my wife?
Serenoa! Forgive me. I should not have called you husband when we are not yet wed. I only hoped it would help the Roselle trust me.
Don't apologize. I liked the way it sounded. If anything, I should be the one making amends to you. I've given you no wedding, not even a ring.
What need have I of either? Though... there is something I wish to give you, if you'll have it.
Your mother's pendant, but it is so precious to you.
That is why I wish you to have it.
I will treasure it always. I promise you, whatever happens, I will never regret choosing this path.
Nor will I, my love.
Come, we must make haste for the harbor. Once we reach the Great Falls at Norzelia's southern tip, we will be safe.
Frederica, Serenoa, and the others help the Roselle break out of the source and flee Hyzanthe by ship. Behind them, the harbor is engulfed in violet flames when the Aelfric explodes, destroying the remaining vessels and any chance the Hyzanthians had at pursuing them. They sail down the Nozelia River, heading for the Great Falls deep in the Folk's domain. From there, they will journey south in search of the Roselle's ancestral homeland, Centralia.
Minister Idor, the Roselle have revolted.
I am aware. I hear they destroyed the statue of the goddess.
How's Wolffort's doing? They've stolen a ship and fled the capital. Minister Exham is embroiled in battle with the Aesfrosti near the Glenbrook border. I cannot reach either Minister Lila or Minister Camsell. There's nothing we can do to...
I shall go after them. The Wolfforts and the Roselle have made a mockery of our goddess. Such blasphemy cannot go unpunished.
But we've no ships, and you'll never catch them if you go over land.
Perhaps not with an ordinary horse. But they will not escape. They are about to witness the true might of the goddess.
Looking worse for wear, Anna. Long scouting missions sure ain't easy.
Easy or not, I do what duty demands. Do you need something?
No. Just reckon Benedict must be relieved you're back safe and sound.
Must he?
Course. After all, he treats you like his own daughter. Don't know any parent what wouldn't worry over their child. And he's got extra cause to fret, with all the dangerous work he gives you.
Oh? It never crossed my mind. Benedict trusts me. That's all I've ever needed.
That's so.
Do all parents by blood show concern for their children?
Wondering about yours, are you?
That's none of your concern.
I still remember how you insisted on being a scout, soon as you were old enough. You wouldn't say why, but any fool could guess it was to find out more regarding your parents. This work's well suited to that sort of thing.
Yet Benedict refused me.
And he was wise to do so. It ain't a job for an amateur. Guess he hadn't anticipated you trained under Archibald.
I earned his respect when he saw what I could do. The means don't matter, only the results.
I have grave news, sir. The enemy has captured one of our scouts. I know our soldiers aren't broken easily, but given enough time in the enemy's hands...
And here we are, severely short-handed. I shall call a war council, so our approach may be reconsidered.
The scout has been rescued and returned safely home.
Already? That was far sooner than I anticipated.
I hope my actions were not out of line.
No, well done, Anna. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Nor are you.
Can't thank you enough for leaping to my scout's rescue, while Benedict was still pondering what to do. I'd pay good coin just to see that look on his face again. So, think you'll find your parents? Not trying to dissuade you from looking, mind. I'm only being nosy.
Dissuade? Is there something you've not told me?
What would I know that you don't? Just take care you don't end up regretting it.
I'm this close. I can feel it.
Greetings. Were you training outside?
Not today. Even I stay away from the proving grounds on occasion. The members of the Kingsguard must keep themselves in prime fighting shape. That includes resting when our bodies are weary.
A wise policy. The handmaidens of Aesfrost adhere to a similar principle. With clear eyes, we see, we serve, we anticipate.
Interesting. Although our tools are different, we're alike in our aims.
Indeed. We must be the pillars our charges turn to in times of need. Even so, we are only human. If I may ask in confidence, do you ever find it trying to serve Prince Roland? Is he ever unreasonable? Have you ever found your patience tested?
No, never. It is an honor to serve, always. It is an odd question to ask, but I must confess I find it hard to imagine what it is like to serve in a society such as Aesfrost's.
As do I, although I lived through it. It all feels as if it were so long ago.
You're not one for speaking plain, are you? But I suspect we may have much in common. I'm curious to hear your story, if you are willing to share it.
Of course. I made a promise to myself long ago to effect change through my own deeds, not to live as a mere servant.
And what came of that promise?
Hailing from Hyzanthe, at first I endeavored to learn at the ministry, that I might use the knowledge gained there to help others. But they guard their secrets fiercely, and maintain strict control over what fields their students can pursue. As much as it pained me to leave my home, I could not suffer such stifling rules, and so set forth to Aesfrost. I took quickly to learning at the archives, where independent study is encouraged. I spent days in the stacks, soaking up as much knowledge as I could, when one day...
You are the one called Gila, yes?
Yes, my lord.
They tell me you're the most talented researcher the archives have ever seen.
I couldn't say that, my lord. Though I do spend more time here than most anyone else.
Admirable modesty. And you aren't frightened of me. Most impressive. I believe we have a suitable role for you. Come with me. The Archduke would have a word.
The Archduke? But...
No harm will come to you, if that is your fear. Now, follow me.
Lord Svarog had arranged an audience with the former Archduke of Aesfrost, who appointed me as Frederica's personal tutor. She was the former Archduke's daughter, so I took my duty seriously. Yet I could never shake the feeling that I had betrayed my ideals. Perhaps I justified it by telling myself that my teachings could plant the seed for change.
An indirect approach, but an active one nonetheless.
The chance was unexpected, to be sure, but I could not very well deny it. The Archduke's successor, Gustadov, was a man that paid no heed to birth or blood. He effected a change in people's attitudes, a change which provided fertile ground in which my teachings could take root. Thus, I stayed by Frederica's side. Truth be told, I had not thought to be with her for this long. And yet, here I am. Life is truly a journey of unforeseen destinations.
Ah, that's the good stuff. Ain't no one can pour a pint like you.
I take coin for drink, not compliments. It's hard enough to keep this place running on my own as it is.
Need me to lend a hand?
Thought you'd never ask. You can start by washing the dishes, then restocking our foodstuffs, fixing up that wobbly table, and...
Aye, leave it to me.
Ha! I'm only playing. I'd never put a paying customer to labor.
But that's an awful lot of work for any one person. Ever give thought to finding someone with whom you might share the burden?
You can stop right there. The last thing I need is anyone else complicating my life.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
I had myself a someone once, you know? Special-like. Till he left me for a specialer someone. Raised my son Theo all by myself after that. He'd be a man grown now, if the war hadn't taken him.
Forgive me, Hasabara. Didn't mean to go drudging up painful memories.
No need for apologies. I don't know anyone who doesn't have a thing or two in their past that haunts them. In truth, I'm more exhausted than anything. Must be the years taking their toll.
Ain't got nothing to do with age, and everything to do with the hardships you've overcome. More impressive than an old soldier drowning his sorrows in mead.
What kind of barkeep am I, letting my poor patron wallow?
Well, sometimes wallowing's good for the soul. Come on, have a round with me. My treat.
Took you long enough to make the offer. Now, what shall we toast to?
How about to your son?
I, to Theo.
The Great Falls.
The southernmost tip of all Nozelia. We still have a ways to go until we reach Centralia. But once we pass the falls, we pass out of any pursuer's reach.
Lord Serenoa, Lady Frederica.
Jerome, you came.
Of course we did. We wish to accompany you. To secure our people's future, and to repay you for all House Wolffort has done for us.
Thank you, Jerome.
And we've brought your wedding gown, Lady Frederica. It's all ready.
You didn't!
Splendid! We'll hold you the finest wedding Centralia has ever seen.
That is as far as you go.
Hedor! Impossible! How did you catch up to us?
Nothing is impossible for one blessed by the goddess.
The horse.
Experimental prototypes never do last long. Still, it is enough to see you filthy heretics destroyed. Lila did well to leave it behind.
Is that the automaton she created?
Ah, so you knew of it. then you'll know it commands the very power of the goddess. Her power is beyond what the human intellect can possibly understand. You cannot hope to defy a divine being like that.
Watch us. We will go where even she cannot reach.
Yes, I heard. You seek the Rosellan homeland, Bold of you to assume such a place actually exists. No one has ever set foot on the land beyond these falls. Those who have tried found nothing but a brutal death in an empty wilderness. Even if there is somewhere hospitable out there, there is no guarantee you will survive long enough to see it. You do not deny it. See, Roselle? See how she has deceived you? Kill them and return to the goddess. Correct your mistakes, and she will show you mercy.
She can take her mercy and stuff it! We're going with Lady Frederica. End of story!
Nothing at the source for us but suffering and death anyhow. If I'm going to suffer and die, I'm going to do it looking for my homeland.
We've had enough of letting the goddess dictate our lives. We choose our own path now. And that is something we will never regret.
There you have it, Idor.
Very well. If death is what you fools prefer, death is what I will give you.
Jerome, we'll hold him here. Get your people across the bridge.
All right. Everyone, follow me!
Consider it done.
You got it.
I'll do my best.
Understood.
May we return?
I'll do my best. I'll give it a try.
My shield is...
Leave the battlefield to me.
As you wish.
Quickly! Help the Roselle cross to the opposite bank! House Wolffort,
Hear me, pious faithful. You owe your lives to the Holy One. Repay that benevolence with Wolffort's demise. Show them what fate awaits heretics and blasphemers!
For the honor of House Wolffort.
I can feel it!
My turn.
My turn.
Choices, choices. Weaken to my wiles. Shall I? Can you handle my might? I must refine my skills.
There is no escape!
The road home is just ahead.
Head them off! Your end is nigh. You are going nowhere!
Here I come.
Leave everything to me. Here goes!
No need to panic. Give it up, Idor. There is no future for the goddess.
How wrong you are, Archibald. As long as...
Nothing lasts forever, nor should it. Time passes. You're not getting away.
Defy me and you defy the goddess. Are you truly prepared to go against her?
Whatever it takes. Try this! Try this! For the people!
strike while the iron's hot.
Come at me!
I'll show you what I can do. I've been waiting for this. The day I get to use my grandfather's magic to destroy you.
Careful, boy. Striking me is tantamount to striking the goddess herself.
You're the one who ought to be careful. You're going to pay for what you did to the Archmage Grandante. The fruits of my studies!
You will suffer!
We did it!
Grah!
Serenoa! They've all made it across.
Then let us follow. Lower the bridge.
You shall not escape!
Violet flames! No!
You will never escape! The goddess must be perfect. The history of the Roselle must remain buried. I have spent too long building the teachings to let filth like you tear it all down. Let us die together!
Serenoa!
I'll save you! Stay back! Igor has Elfric! It'll go off any second!
You are an astute one, aren't you? This was created to give life to our Holy One. But it has power enough to reduce this whole place to so much ash. You brought the goddess's wrath upon you. Now, I will see you burn!
No! Retreat, all of you! I'll keep it contained!
No! No, you can't!
Go, my lord! I'll take your place!
Stay back! There's no time! Roland, get them away from here! Far away! Damn you! You heard the man! Run!
No, Serenoa! Serenoa!
Fool! What did you think you would gain, martyring yourself? See how quickly your friends abandon you?
Think they've abandoned me?
Where they go, they take with them my heart, my love, and everything I am. But I don't expect a tyrannical goddess to understand what it means to be family.
Any luck?
None whatsoever.
My lady, I am loath to say it, but we cannot search forever.
Please, please, just a few more minutes. My mother's pendant!
Serenoa. I couldn't protect him.
If only we'd been stronger. I'm so sorry.
This never would have happened if you hadn't tried to help us.
I promise you, whatever happens, I will never regret choosing this path.
Nor will I, my love. No one is to blame. No one forced us to do this. We chose. Speaking one's mind, acting accordingly, and accepting responsibility. That is our house's way, is it not, Eredor?
Right you are, my lady. That's what it means to be a Wolffort.
This is but the first step of our journey. Come, my friends, we have further to go. Let me make good on the promises I have made to you. And to my husband.
Lady Frederica.
We're with you to the end.
Let's go. All of us.
To Centralia!
And so, House Wolffort and the Roselle disappear, never to be seen on Nozellian soil again. The realm they leave behind soon crumbles into chaos. With the statue of the goddess destroyed, and most of their saintly seven killed, Hyzanthe's faithful splinter. Violent feuds spark between the various factions as they vie for dominance of a broken land. In Aesfrost, Lord Svarog conspires with the surviving Glenbrook nobles to lead an uprising against Archduke Gustadolf, plunging the duchy into civil war. It is an endless cycle of bloodshed, alliances forged and broken, and betrayal. In time, the various powers, having long since abandoned their ideals, fight only for survival. The source and the crystal deposits change hands too many times to count. This violent chapter of Norzelian history would come to be known as the Era of Salt and Blood.
So Svarog seeks to avenge his son's murder by attacking the capital, does he? The lengths the parent will go for their child.
Archduke, we've taken enemy cannon fire.
Gutsy bastard.
Lend me a soldier or two, Archduke. We'll smash that cannon to pieces before they fire it again.
No need to be reckless. The device is incomplete. Its aim is poor at best.
But sir, our troops are rattled. We must do something.
I already have. Isn't that right, Benedict?
Indeed, the old Glenbrook nobles aiding Svarog have been dealt with. He'll have a knife in his back soon enough.
That can't be all.
Our dear Exham let slip an interesting observation. That, with Glenbrook deserted, now would be an opportune time to cut out the rot.
Meaning you plan to destroy all our enemies in one go of it.
Yes, other measures to crush what remains of Hyzanthe are also progressing apace.
How efficient.
Now, about what you've promised.
I haven't forgotten. Once I control Norzelia, the former Wolffort domain will be yours. Including, of course, the people you care so deeply for.
I shall hold you to that vow.
Not a man to be trifled with, old Benedict.
With all due respect, sir, but isn't it dangerous to give territory to a man like that?
Not in the least. He lives for oaths he made in the past. Nothing more. He hasn't the ambition nor the means to supplant me. But such genius shouldn't be allowed to go to waste. He is a perfect tool, one I shall make good use of.
Another day of calm seas.
The water's so pretty, like a giant mirror for the sky. Thank you, Lady Frederica.
What for?
I just love the sea so much. My mother told me what happened when I was a baby. She said we wouldn't be here in Centralia if it weren't for you. So thanks. Thanks for bringing me to the sea.
It was my pleasure.
Oh, what a pretty pendant! It looks like treasure.
That's because it is. It's a keepsake from my mother. Inside are memories of her. And of someone I once loved very, very much.